Good morning, my children, and welcome to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. Today, my children, remember, we are going to start with the second part of the review, okay? Remember that this class, this new course, it's about all the topics that we have been working since day one, okay? Now, today, we're going to continue with the alphabet, which is one of the most important topics of all Kinder 1, Kinder 2, and Kinder 3. It's one of the most important parts because without these letters, you can't read, no podemos leer, and you can't write, y no podemos escribir. So, yesterday we commenced with the letters from letter A to letter N. Today we're going to finish the alphabet. Remember, the letters we're going to associate them with animals. Recuerden que nuestro repaso para el abecedario lo vamos a asociar con animales. Now, also yesterday we saw 3 new animals. Do you remember what were those animals? With letter G, we saw the goat. Do you know what is a goat? La cabra, very good. Another new animal and part of the new vocabulary was the hedgehog. Do you remember what is a hedgehog? Okay, erizo. And remember the hedgehog, the most famous hedgehog is Sonic, which is one of the video game characters. Another animal new from the vocabulary was the jellyfish. Do you remember what is a jellyfish? Una medusa. Excellent. So today let's commence again with the final part of the alphabet, including animals. And as we saw yesterday, today I include, hoy el día de hoy incluí nuevos animales. So let's begin. Remember, for this, the teacher will explain all of the letters, including the animals, and then we're going to repeat it, each one of you, okay? The first, capital O for owl. Capital P for penguin. Now, for the owl, remember it's an animal that is part of the birds, and it's an animal that appears only at night. Aparece solo en la noche and make noises like with those big eyes. That is an owl. For the penguin, we have this animal that lives in places where there is a lot of cold, donde hace mucho frío, where we have igloos, and we have another type of animals, including one of the most common are the penguins. And of course, the penguins have 2 colors, color white and color black. And one of the most famous characteristics about penguins is the way they walk. Una de las características más conocidas de los pingüinos es la forma en cómo caminan, okay? Do you know how the penguins walk? They walk like this. Very good. Now, let's continue with a new animal. For the new animal, we have the capital Q, and we have the quail. Now, the quail in Spanish means codorniz. And as you can see here, it's a part of the family of the birds. Es parte de la familia de los pájaros, okay? Now, let's continue with the capital R. For the capital R, again, we have a new animal. We have the raccoon, okay? Now, the raccoon in Spanish means mapache, okay? Now, we have capital S. For capital S, we have one of the most dangerous animals of this part of the alphabet. We have the scorpion, and it's very dangerous. So the teacher is going to be a little bit far from the scorpion because it can pinch, okay? Nos puede pinchar. So the scorpion, in this case, it's color red, and like I mentioned it, it's very dangerous, so we have to be very careful if we see one. Si llegamos a ver uno, tenemos que tener mucho cuidado. Now, let's continue with the capital T. Now, for this animal, we have the tortoise. Now, I'm going to tell you something that is very important. Tortoise and turtle are the same. Es el mismo el significado. Tortoise and turtle, they have the same meaning, which in Spanish means tortuga. Okay, so if you want to call it turtle or if you want to call it tortoise, no problem. Okay, at the end of the day, in Spanish, tortuga. So let's continue with the capital U. For the capital U, we have the unicorn, and as you can see, the unicorn is like a horse, okay, but there is a big difference. Okay, the unicorns have a long stick on the forehead, and they have big hair. Okay, sometimes they have the hair with different colors, but most of the cases their hair is color purple. Let's continue with the capital V. Another new animal for you, my children. We have the vulture. Okay, now the vulture, as you can see, has two wings and is of course from the family of the birds. Now the vulture in Spanish means buitre. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something interesting about the vultures. Even though it has wings, aunque tiene alas, vultures do not fly. Ellos no vuelan. Okay? Es una característica muy rara porque tiene alas, pero no vuelan los buitres. So it's very interesting. Okay? Now continue with the capital W. We have the whale. Now the whale is one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest animals in the world. Es uno de los animales más grandes de todo el mundo. And it's an animal from the sea, animals of the sea. Es uno de los animales del mar. Okay, so we have the whale with capital W. Then we have the X-ray fish. Now, teacher, what is an X-ray fish? Now, first of all is the fish, so it's an animal of the sea. Second of all, okay, it's called X-ray, se le llama rayos X o pez rayos X porque podemos ver a través de él. We can see through that fish the bones, podemos ver sus huesos, okay, todo lo que compone el interior de un pez. Por eso lo llamamos rayos X. Recuerden que cuando hablamos nosotros acerca de los rayos X, quiere decir que podemos ver a través de la carne. Okay? So, in the sea, we have an animal, a fish that is called X-ray fish, pez de rayos X. Then, with capital Y of yo-yo, we have the jack. Now, the jack is like a buffalo. Okay, means that it's a big animal that is all hair, que en todo su cuerpo está rodeado de pelo. So that's the jack. And finally, with capital Z, we have the zebra. And as a horse, remember the zebra looks like a horse, but the difference here is the color. All of the zebra is color white with stripes color black. Stripes, rayas, color black. Okay? Very good. So, now that I introduced you the new vocabulary, now that I mentioned characteristics of the animals, let's repeat the letter, the animal, with all of your energy. Remember, the teacher says the word first, and then you repeat it, my children. Acuérdense que yo primero lo voy a decir, después ustedes con todo el entusiasmo repetimos. Let's begin. Capital O, owl. Capital P, penguin. Capital Q, quail. One more time, a little bit louder so I can hear your pronunciation. Capital Q, quail. Capital R, raccoon. One more time. Capital R, raccoon. Capital S, scorpion. Capital T, tortoise or turtle. Capital U, unicorn. Capital V, vulture. One more time. Capital V, vulture. Capital W, whale. Capital X, X-ray fish. One more time. Capital X, X-ray fish. Capital Y, yak. Capital Z, zebra. Excellent, very good, my children. Excellent pronunciation, and the teacher is very happy because you concentrate and you pay attention. So thumbs up. Now, the activity of today, my children, once again, it's on those printed pages that your parents give you. La actividad del día de hoy está en las páginas impresas que sus papitos se las van a dar en unos momentos, and contains the new letters with the new vocabulary. So what you have to do is you have to paint it with different colors and repeat the name of the letter and the name of the animal. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that you have an excellent day. Remember, the teacher Jacob loves you very much. Take care. Goodbye.